Hello, friends. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by Hanky Law. Hanky Law likes solving your problems when they happen, but loves anticipating them so they don't. They provide real people with real solutions to help get your life moving forward. Hanky Law provides criminal defense, family law, personal injury, and civil law. Listen, the legal system can be intimidating and scary. If you find yourself in the legal system, it's important to have lawyers who can explain the process, navigate the legal system, and protect your rights. Hanky Law's experienced attorneys use their knowledge to skillfully defend their clients. Maybe your family is needing representation during a stressful or emotional event. Hanky Law can help. Hanky Law is comprised of Blake and Kelsey Hanky with a family of their own, so you can trust they understand the value of keeping the best interests of you, your finances, your future, and the long-term interests of your children in mind. If you are needing legal help in North Dakota or Minnesota, go to hankyjustice.com or call 701-746-4529. Hanky Law, counselors and attorneys at law. Dicey couple of weeks. It's been a dicey couple of weeks. Like, every time I wanted to come on and talk about something, some new shit hit the fan. So now I'm just gonna kind of roll with the dice here. If something comes up after this, I don't care. This shit's getting pretty ridiculous. First of all, let's talk about the stimulus money that everyone's losing their minds about. I think the solution. I think what just happened. So, update. The Senate and the House passed a bill that included $600 checks for Americans, but included exorbitant amount of money for foreign nations, like Pakistan gender programs. And I'm not fucking kidding. That was like $25 million something. Capitol building furniture, $89,615,280. No. So, obviously, I think what happened is since Trump is on Twitter all the time, and all this shit's on Twitter, I'm pretty sure he just was on Twitter strolling through and saw how pissed everyone was about the $600, and he was like, "Oh, I want to be the guy. I want to be the cool guy," right? Fucking goes back and he's like, "I want $2,000 for everyone." Listen, if we're gonna pass this much money, I'd rather it go to people here in the United States than Pakistan. I don't even what are we doing with $89 million? That's like. It's 40,000 people. It's 40,000 Americans that we could give $2,000 to, for Senate furniture. That's how disgustingly misappropriated our funds are. But, Trump sent it back. He's kind of the leader of the old Republican Party. Mitch McConnell might have to bend the knee here and just be like, "All right, cool, let's just give him $2,000, fam, whatever." So we'll see what happens. I mean, that guy's hand's so bruised up from beating his wife, we're not even really sure if he's legally allowed to be standing in the Senate today. But that's fine. That's fine. They passed the Space Force 2 bill, which... The Space Force, for everyone not knowing, that money's always been there for them. It's just been classified, and it's been hidden in the mountains in Colorado. It was called... Space Command for the Air Force. So it's always been there. You just know about it now. It's still ridiculous how much money that we spend on it. But the name for them is dope. Guardians. I don't care. Everyone can make fun of them all they want. That is I'm putting my foot down. That's a dope name. If I was called a Guardian and I was in the Space Force and I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to be in a rocket ship and flying around and boop, 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 boop. I don't know if you guys know, but space planes are already here. The X-57, I think it is, or the X-37 from Lockheed Martin, that's been up there. We've been doing that since 2010. So I don't know what everyone's suddenly losing their minds over. Someone's at my door. You're going to have to wait. Yeah, I'm pretty, I got a head high right now from just going through everything. It's actually pretty out of control, all the things that are happening these days. But what can you do? That's the thing, is we don't really, unfortunately, we don't really have any say, because the Senate and the House pass 20% bills, whether it's 100% of population's for it or against it. It doesn't matter. They just passed 20% of the bills. That's all it really comes down to. Um, I don't know. I think it's crazy that the Pentagon is not transitioning well to the Biden administration. I think because at the end of the speech, Trump said something like, "It could be my administration. You never know." Which sometimes he says shit like that just to be like an asshole, but other times it's like, "Hey man, is he serious right now? Is that guy being serious?" If you're watching, you can really see my broken nose well. Like doop boop. Like, oh my god! Or I just did that the wrong way. Look at that. I can't bend when it's like backwards like this in the camera. I can't do it well. It's because it's not like a mirror. It's like a reverse image. You know what I'm talking about because you're watching, so it's cool. Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. I can't believe that they haven't continued the transition. That's just pretty crazy. Unless Trump's like, "Yo, we got the leader of the party to come out on tape and tell us what's going on or whatever." Like, unless some shit like that is happening, I don't think he's going to be here for the next term. So just stop the shenanigans, man. Like, I agree with you putting a halt to the shady foreign spending and spending it here instead. Good move, man. Don't think you're off the hook for the other shit you're doing, though. Like, pardoning all these 15 people, including some lawmakers and some former, like, Blackwater guards involved in those Iraq killings and shit. Like, bruh, what are you doing? What are you doing, bruh? That's not like Snowden's out there just waiting for his pardon. Assange is waiting for his pardon, and everyone in America's like, "Yes, pardon them," and then they're like, "No, never mind. We're just gonna pardon all these potential war criminals that are like on the fence." And what are you doing, man? Stop the shit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Jared Kushner's in the news again. How great is Jared Kush? He's like buying up Chinese land and Russian land, which is just a good look for the son-in-law of the President of the United States of America. As you know, the owner of the 666 building in New York had lost so much money on other properties and sold other properties so that he could continue to keep that building. That's how much he wanted it. That's that's probably fine though if you just really want to keep the devil's number really, really, really bad that you're willing to spend billions in losses on it. I'm sure, that's a normal thing. That's what normal people do. Oh my god, I can't. Here's what sucks. This whole Hunter Biden thing. I hate that everything's politicized because I can't even have fun anymore. I made that video of me pretending to snort cocaine. It was sugar. It was sugar, dude. And I actually did sniff some of it, which really sucked. It got like, that burned a little. So that kind of sucked. But what the fuck? They took down my video on YouTube saying that it violates their controlled substance transportation act, fucking whatever the hell in their rules. What the hell, dude? It's sugar. Well, you can't pretend that it's not sugar. Fuck you, man. Who the fuck asked you, Susan? Susan in charge of the fucking YouTube? Susan. God, nobody likes her. She's like the girl who no one, like, she was like really picked on growing up, and she was like the Catholic girl who went to the Catholic school, but she wasn't the whore. Like most Catholic girls are the whores that are just like, asshole is wide open. You know what I mean? Okay. I just can't believe that like my video got taken down for that. Like, no, you took it down because it's Hunter Biden. Okay, because I made videos of me fucking with Donald Trump, and it was fine. No one said shit. And I was making fun of him with his codeine addiction. And that's a fucking controlled substance, is it not? Not taken down. But my Biden one, they take it down. And they demonetized me, so I don't even make money on YouTube anymore. Those little bastards. Oh my god. I'm actually really stressing out. After the 31st, we can't watch The Office on Netflix anymore. Which is a huge bummer for me because I really want to keep watching The Office on Netflix. And I get it, you can get a VPN, and I have a VPN. I can figure it out. I know how to do it. I can figure it out. I know how to do it. Those things don't make sense together, Jake. Either you're going to figure it out, or you already know how to do it. Which is it? Make up your mind, asshole. See, that's how I am with myself in my head. I'm very critical of myself. That's what you got to be to make it in this. Just an asshole of yourself. I don't know. What am I going to do? I've got the box set, but, like, can you imagine popping in DVDs all the time? Like, what would happen is I'd end up leaving in one DVD and I'd rewatch it every fucking day because I get too lazy to swap it out. And then when I got to, like, season 2, I would, like, shit myself over it. And season 2's not even that good, and that's what sucks about the whole thing, man. God damn it. Ugh. Oh, I have a show on the 30th. if you haven't remembered, I have a pay-per-view show. I'm on posters and shit, so I'm sure you've seen, and it's really cool. I'm like internally excited to be on posters. I love that. That's like so cool to be out there. Like people like see me in gas stations and they're like, "Oh my god, it's you!" It's really cool. I don't care. It's really cool to see. I think it's cool. Everyone's like, "Oh, I fucking hate when I'm out and everyone just keeps on recognizing me." Oh, you mean when you went into the public eye, you didn't expect people to recognize you? That's weird. What a fucking stupid thing to say. Anyway, I have a pay-per-view show on the 30th. That's what I was trying to tell you. And, yeah, it's available, jakeridercomedy.com/tour. You can go there and buy tickets any day until the 30th is $20.20 for the price tag. Otherwise, it's $29.99. Day of, you can come to Stoney's Bar and Grill and come check it out live in person if you want to. Otherwise, you can just watch it virtually through the pay-per-view portal. And that is most likely how most people are going to do it because COVID is on the rise again. Which, that's cool. 500,000 people have left New York. Like, I think it's like 700,000 have left California. De Blasio let out, I can't remember how many murderers and rapists, and it was like 50 of them in the first day got rearrested for like attempted murder and rape again. Like, it's how crazy is that, right? Keep the marijuana guys. Those guys need to be locked up tight. Keep them. But rapists and murderers, let those guys out. Like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? And then De Blasio goes on stage and he's like, "We are safer for it. The stereotypes are wrong." Like, dude, we actually live in the Soviet Union. Like, where they are on stage actively lying to your face. Like, how is that is a crime. You should be shot for that. You should be. Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you. You should not be able to be a leading politician and just go and lie to everybody and then just make shit up. You should not be able to do that. I have a joke about making shit up. What age is it when you just decide, you know what, you don't get to hear it. You got to tune in my show to listen to that joke. But I have a joke about it, and it's actually happening. Like, it's so weird when comedians are getting, like, serious about things because I can't even make jokes about it because I'm internally crying about the material that I'm coming up with because I'm just, like, repeating events that occur, and everyone dies. But it's like, it's not, I'm serious. It's happening right now. Like, okay, all right, I'll settle down. I don't know. Violence is up 177% in July alone, and it's up 277% from last year today. Gotta get the numbers for anything past July. It's hard to find on the websites, on the FBI website. But either way, that's just an unbelievable amount of an increase in crime. And then you're going to come out here and tell us that we're safer for it. Dude, get the fuck out of here. I think it was like last year in New York City, it was 577 murders. And this year it was 850. Or no. Oh, I'm sorry. It's worse. It's 1,850. My bad. That's another 1,000 on top of the really worst number that I said. Fuck, that's worse. Oh, man, that's a shame. It's like when you... Have you ever had it where you like tell somebody a story and then you're like, guess what happened to it? And then they like say something that's way cooler than anything you can come up with, and you're like, that makes my story really lame now, man. What the fuck, dude? Damn. Like, it's a bummer when that happens. I'm gonna keep it short because my throat is honestly still really dry. Dude, I've had the residual effects from COVID for quite a while. Oh man. Sorry about the background noise with the fan and stuff. I was trying to clean my litter box, and I have this thing on top of the litter box that has water in it that my cats like to play with, whatever. And as I lifted it, the water then spilled everywhere, and it actually spilled onto the floor, which then was absorbed by the tray, because my litter box is one of those automatic ones where it like... but the tray is cardboard, so you take it out, you put the lid on it, you throw the tray away, you put the new tray in, right? And then you're good. But cardboard absorbs water, and when there's shit in the cardboard and there's water being absorbed into the cardboard up into said shit, it reeks again. And so I've got fans trying to dry up this fucking... I'm just going to throw it out, but I don't want to grab the wet, soggy cardboard, because if I do that, then it might, like, fall over like a prolapsed anus. And then I've got to, like, I don't know, I don't want to have to clean that up, because then there would be wet poop. You get it. You get it. I'm sorry about that. You know what? I just saw crazier shit going on about this the Galactic Federation. On Twitter, my handle is like I'm the representative to the Galactic Federation. And I got a bunch of flat earthers to reach out going like, "Bro, what? Really? Really? Dude, I am a 26-year-old comedian living in like a 200 square foot apartment. Do you think anybody voted for me to talk to the alien? Like, if there are aliens, they aren't talking to me, dude. They aren't talking to me. You know, you gotta go talk to like Jimmy Carter or some shit. He probably has some good news. I don't know, maybe. He's like one of the last presidents that still, like, his salary goes towards helping like Habitat for Humanity. He's like 90 something years old and he's out there with band-aids all over him because he doesn't heal anymore because he's that old, and he's still fucking putting nails in the wall, building houses for the fucking people who can't. Like, that right there is the dopest, dude. Are you shitting me? My program just crashed. Well, at least this one didn't. This one still works. Selected driver not found. I tell you, I have an extended program over here on my Mac, and that runs like my audio for like intro music and like cutscene, whatever, all that shit. And it just says that my driver crashed. And mind you, this is a 2011 MacBook, and it's honestly should be thrown in the ocean pretty soon because that's where electronics end up when you throw them away. And some whale will probably eat it, but I got to get a better laptop and provide some food for these goddamn whales and dolphins, man. I do. This is pathetic. Too bad I can't afford it. But, back to this whole stimulus thing. Let's round circle this bitch before I close it up. I'll keep it under 20 minutes today. Let's round circle. If this stimulus bill, okay, does not want to make you throw tea into the Boston Harbor, I'm not sure what will. Okay? Okay. I'm not sure what's going to make you want it. Like, this shit, like I said, is riot worthy. And we should go riot in the streets about, but we shouldn't be crashing up businesses, man. No, 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 no. No businesses. We're going to federal buildings only. Those are the only buildings we get to fuck with. You know what I mean? And then maybe just play really shitty music outside your local senator's house all night. Like, just play that Rickrolled song all night. Open the trunk and just fucking like just play that never gonna give you up and then they're all night they're like, oh my god, stop it, and then they call the cops, but the cops don't come because they're defunded. And so you're just out there playing your music and throwing a DP in the front yard, which is dance party. I don't know if you guys knew that. I said DP one time and everyone thought I was talking about double penetration, and that's not. I meant dance party. So I actually had one of my agents reach out telling me I shouldn't smoke on the camera, but so I did that for him. There you go, bud. I'm kind of at a loss of words now. I actually had a lot to talk about, and I'm at a loss of words because when you have a lot to talk about, you ever do that when you have a lot to think about and you write them all down and it's like, this is so much, and then you get to it and it's actually like nothing. It's like, fuck. When you write a speech and the speech is supposed to be 5 minutes, but it only turns out to be a minute and a half, and you're like, oh shit, I am not ready for this. You gotta like ad-lib it. Like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to make $1 million, and that's all you wrote for your speech, and you gotta be like, go to Somalia and become a pirate. I don't know. Anyway, before we go, I would like to show you one more thing. If you would join me on the screen, I would like to take you to my website, and I'm going to take you there now. We're going to go to jakeridercomedy.com. Okay? We're going to click on Patreon. Okay? We're going to support the shit out of me at Patreon because I don't get ad rev anymore because my content doesn't comply with them. And unless you want me to suddenly change into some compliant ass who like changes up his show to make it, and that's never going to happen, I can assure you. Please just come support me on Patreon. To the people, I think I have like 6 patrons already. Thank y'all. Love you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Every bit of it. I really, honestly, like, without it, it would really suck. Like, Patreon is the only way that you have like guaranteed income as an entertainer these days. Otherwise, these ad companies and bigger companies that control contracts and shit can just absolutely throw you into an apartment such as this at any moment. So I'm trying to get out of this, not stay. So if you wouldn't mind just coming on and helping me over on Patreon, that would be a fantastic move. Otherwise, we're going to close up here, back to tour, and we're going to check out the tickets for the show. Here it is. It's only 7 days and 19 hours away as of this recording. And let me tell you what, I threw up today because I've been rehearsing. I've got all my, I've been trying to memorize it. And like as you're going through it, I have been really stressed out about a lot of stuff lately. Like this show is like
I'm doing the show for rent at like and doing the show, it's got to be good. It's got to be great, and really am tightening up my material to make sure it is. And I'm doing everything I can to perform the best I can. And if you don't even like me that much, that's fine, dude. We got way cooler performers than my stupid ass. We've got like that lady who goes on her hands and she shoots arrows, like exactly. She fucking does a handstand, dude. Handstand on both hands, and then she draws a bow and she pulls it back with it. I don't know. That's probably what a bow sounds like when you draw it back. She doesn't have a regular. It's a Anyway, and then she shoots a bullseye with the bow and arrow that she shot with her feet. Dude, it's hard enough for archers who go hunting routinely to do that, and she's doing it with her feet. So you can check that out. Otherwise, big dude, big former MMA guy, Randy Couture, he's gonna be there, and he's the shit. I don't know if you've ever seen, but he could probably like pick me up with 2 fingers and snap my neck. Just that easy. Just snap dead, and then I'm on the ground like that. So I'm glad he's a fan of comedy, so he doesn't do that to me. Anyway, please come out to the show. If you can't, if you're not in the Vegas area, please join us on the pay-per-view event on the screen here that you can see. You just click that blue button there, and you just provide your deets, and then it gives you the virtual tickets, and then it sends you the email with the ticket on it, and then when the event comes up, you go, I'm ready to go to the event, dude. I'm ready to join, and then you just join, So, anyway, I'm gonna head out. I'm really excited to honestly share this next bit of material with you. I can't promise gold. I haven't been on a stage. I have been on like little stages for bars and stuff, but like as for like a big stage where like there's gonna be actually a bunch of people watching, hasn't been like it's been like 7 months. So cut me a little bit of slack if it's like, ooh, that joke didn't hit exactly right. I've been working it hard. I've got a fake screen with Zoom guests that I've been performing for. I've been making fake audiences on the TV that applaud and boo at occasional times, so I can really just feel bad when someone boos at me right now, so when someone does it later, I can just keep going through it without caring, I'm doing everything I can. I know everyone else is doing everything they can to make this dope. We've all been dying to perform again. Like, literally you should see my floor. I've got a path that's lower now from how I've been pacing, because I'm so fucking bored, okay? I've applied for like 53 jobs too. Like, even Target wouldn't hire me, dude. Target? Why won't you hire me? I shop there all the time. You know what? This makes me want to do? This makes me want to like go through the self-checkout, okay, and scan half my shit and not the other half. That's what it makes me want to do. It makes me want to go there and do a 2-for-1 special on fucking everything. I feel like that's fair. That's my employee discount. That's you didn't get hired, but you're, scanning your own shit, so you're kind of an employee here. That's my discount for doing that. How did I get off track that far? I'm talking about my show. It's at December 30th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when it starts. There's like 6 performers, so it's going to be a bit. Please, tune in. Please, enjoy the show. Please, enjoy the holidays, because I'm probably not going to put an episode out until like the new year, until after the show, because I got to really practice this shit. So, anyway, to all my fans, I really appreciate you guys downloading the shit, listening to my awful ad read in the beginning, because that's just terrible. I know my voice is awful. I'm still recovering from COVID. Tested negative though, so that's good. Just got some residual effects. I'm going to go ahead and shave off this beard that looks very orange in this camera. I can assure you it's not that orange. And fuck you, Cody, it's not orange. It's not. Alright? I'm not, and you know who I'm talking to. It's not orange. It's not. Anyway, great. So I'll just go ahead and shave that now that everyone knows that I have a soft spot for my orange beard. Great. Anyway, have a great afternoon. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.